wooden knife that I could kill a fish with or something like that. I still have to first grow the tree, and that uses water, and I need to drink water to be able to cut that piece of wood.
To wash your hands.
And to wash my hands after cutting the fish, exactly. And the fish needs water to grow in. So, I think we all understand that prices, at least, are going up for almost everything. You know, from when we were children to now we're adults, we've seen the prices of everything going up. I think we're going to see the same thing with water over the next 15 to 20 years. In Taiwan, we do not live in a country or a society that has real water shortages. I don't know of any community in Taiwan that really has a problem getting water. I don't think that they do. Well, for a couple of weeks out of the year, but I mean a sustained thing.
That's only because we never have to worry about it. Because the way we keep the water is not very efficient because we don't have to worry about water.
Right. But what are the ramifications of reduced water availability? Have you thought about what it would be like to only be able to flush your toilet once a day, or turn on your tap and have water not come out of your tap in your kitchen? If you have a small fire in your house, if you don't have water, that fire is not going out. You lose your house. Wildfire is not really a problem in Taiwan, but this is a big issue in a lot of places in the world. Okay, so I want to ask, we have a hydrologic society. It's becoming a globalized hydrologic society. You know, I can go to the store right now and I can buy products that contain water from every corner of the earth. I can even buy straight up water that comes from an aquifer under the Alps. Fantastic. But will that save us? Is a globalized hydrologic society good, or is that going to destroy us? I know people will say, well, there are a lot of issues. You know, there's overpopulation, there's pollution, there's a lot of things, but I'm just talking about water. I'm really going to quickly, I think I'm rambling on, I'm going to quickly run through the price of tap water versus bottled water. We all understand that tap water is cheaper than bottled water. Let's see. According to Wikipedia, the global bottled water market value grew 7% in 2006 to reach a total of $60.9 billion. That's worldwide. That's a lot of money spent on bottled water. Most people don't know, but even in the United States there are places where people are having their tap water shut off because they can't pay. It's actually Nestle. Nestle is like we think is a chocolate company or a powdered milk company in the United States. They own dams and they have privatized water rights in a lot of places in the United States. And you know, if you're a low-income family and you can't pay your water bill, then your water is shut off. This is obviously a worldwide problem, but most people don't think about it in terms of the United States. Sorry, I'm from the United States, so that's why that was funny or interesting for me, not funny at all. It's a Swiss company. Okay. Well, I see. You know, I just think about it as a chocolate company. You know?
Yeah, it's a Swiss company.
So let's see. I was going to talk about the price. The price of tap water generally in the United States is, and I should have double-checked this figure because it doesn't. Never mind. I won't even mention the figure. It's really, really low. The price of tap water in the United States is extremely low, mind-blowingly low, compared to the price that most people pay for bottled water. In South America, according to Wikipedia, there's in Guyana, South America is not Ghana, it's Guyana. In South America, they just changed from private to public water, and they're expecting the price of water to start going down. The price of water is supposed to go down by 5% over the next 3 years. The price of tap water in Paris is also very low, like 1/600th of a euro per liter. In Taiwan, we all know what the price of bottled water costs us, but few of us drink straight from the faucet. I've literally had people in my house, and I'll drink a cup of water from the faucet. They're like, "What are you doing? Don't do that. You're going to get sick," or something like that. But according to the government of Taiwan, it's perfectly safe to do that. I've never gotten sick from drinking the water straight from the tap. I do use a water purifier, but I don't know, because I can't see what's in the water myself. I might as well be safe. The price of bottled water in Hong Kong is about 45 NT dollars for 1.5 liters. So you can see there's a huge difference between the price of tap water and bottled water. In Africa, it's kind of the same thing. There's a small town near Kilimanjaro. It's a big, tall mountain in Africa that actually creates a lot of water for the people around it, because there are still glaciers on the top of it. Bottled water even there sells for, far, far, far above the price of tap water. There's a problem going on in Malaysia right now. The World Wildlife Federation just did a water sustainability study, and they're showing that the water sustainability index fell from 64% in 1992 to 33% in 2002. So in 10 years, the water sustainability index fell by half. It's just showing that water use is not, the way that they're using their water is not sustainable. So who owns the bottled water companies? It's an extremely hard question to answer. You have to go to the very, very largest companies. Who owns the money that is traded by these companies? A lot of times we find it's the IMF, the World Bank, and the Federal Reserve Bank of the United States that are behind a lot of these corporations, or at least trying to get countries to agree to have privatized water, and then they would give them more incentives, like we'll build a power plant for you if you guys go for this privatized water. Let's see, how much time do I have?
It's 8:40 now.
So I have no more time. All right. Well, that's okay, because the next step is not that important. I'll just go on to what can we do to fix the problems. And I'm just going to read through this. Grow our food locally. Do everything locally. Use as little water as possible. Don't buy bottled water unless you have no choice. Buy an aluminum water bottle and keep your bottled water with you all the time. Don't even buy the plastic water bottles anymore. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and refuse. There's a new R on the 3 R's. Refuse products that are that you think are not sustainable. I want to set up a committee. I want to set up a group that's going to go around locally and help people build wells and catchments on farms and for villages and forests. Return nature to its most natural state. I think we could create a lot of jobs, green permaculture jobs, sort of turning the last 50 years of misuse into something that can be sustainable. Write your lawmakers back home and tell them that you don't want privatized water. Write the lawmakers and tell them you're pissed off at the poor way they deal with our lives, our land, and our families. I want to work with local communities on rainwater harvesting. I mean, obviously, that's one of the biggest problems with Taiwan. That's the only problem with Taiwan, is that it rains so much at one time, there's only a certain amount of space dedicated for catching that water. The rest runs off back into the ocean. So just in a couple weeks, you can go into kind of this drought state where, you know, farmers are like, well, I need water now. You know, if I don't have water in the next couple days, my plants are going to die. It shouldn't be like that. There's absolutely no reason it should be like that. So I want to end with a quote.